Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Who is the shortest basketball player in the world?
I like your curiosity. I'll tell you. Muggsy Bogues is the shortest player in the National Basketball Association history, listed at 5 feet 3 inches tall. He was drafted 12th overall by the Washington Bullets in 1987.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
I'm glad you asked.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Which club is the first to win Champions League?
That's very easy. Real Madrid. The first Champions League was won by Real Madrid during the 1955 and 1956 season.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
From the greens of golf to the court of tennis and basketball, the octagon of UFC to the square room for boxing, track of Formula One, and the pitch of football. Join the sports crew on Sport Hub 6 to 7 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays, Fridays 5 to 6 p.m. and 2 p.m. on Saturdays. Here on iMpact Radio 102.1 FM, Lagos. Reviews, views, and interviews just the way you like it. Exclusive on High Impact Radio 102.1 FM, Lagos. Sport Hub for all the updates and analysis.
Oh, what a feeling. Look what we've overcome. Oh, I'm gonna wave my flag and count all the reasons we are the champions. There ain't no turning back. Saying, can't you taste the feeling? Saying, we all together singing. Look how far we come now. There's beauty in the unity we found. I'm ready. We still got a long way, but look how far we come.
The game of the tournament inbound. This definitely could be the game of the tournament. The two best teams so far are the European Championship 2024. We already know it's going to be a serious business between these two sides. And yes, it already kicked off. 5 minutes into the game right now. I'm talking about the game between Spain and Germany. Lots of fireworks, lots of smoke display accompany this particular match. But then we can always do what? We can always soak in this match. Let's go through the memory lane right now. Talking about Spain and Germany. This is a 36-year winless run for Germany against Spain in major tournaments, including European Championship 2008 final heartbreak and a loss in the 2010 World Cup final. Can Germany break their dog tonight? It's all to play for between these two sides. Talk about Spain versus Germany quarterfinals right now. Looking forward to the team that will be making it through to the semi-finals of the European Championship 2024. How to play for between these two sides? You definitely agree with me. I tell you, whatever happens today, the future is looking very bright from Germany, and then their fans are so much optimistic of the good times once again. Since the time of Joachim Low, it's been father and son Andres and Constantine. We're also confident that their side's journey at Euro 2024 will not end today. Up against a particular Spanish side, who have been up and running. Spain, you can talk about them being the best team in this competition. Germany are jubilant when Niklas Füllkrug scored their stoppage time equalizer in their final group game against Switzerland the last time out. But then you can talk about them being gutted that they ended up on the side of the draw. They would rather want to play England, but then it's going to be them versus Spain tonight. The game is underway right now. Spain will have won 10 consecutive competitive games, and the last one they didn't win, they basically won it. It was a goalless draw against Croatia in the Nations League in June 2023, and then they won on penalties. And yes, we can talk about this being Germany's first quarterfinal of a major tournament since European Championship 2016. And since then, they've crashed out at the group stages of the 2 World Cups and to England in the last 16 of European Championship in 2020. This is going to be their 19th major tournament quarterfinal for a European nation, coming through 15 of the previous 18 tournaments.
I'm gonna wave my flag.
The buzz is right there.
Count all the reasons.
Because there cannot be any greater game in this particular tournament than this one, where we have two teams, Spain versus Germany. Talk about two things when I write in form. I talk about the players as well. I talk about Germany's Jamal Musiala, who has scored 3 goals already, and the only player to score more in a single edition of this tournament, while age 21 or younger, was Wayne Rooney with 4 for England in the year 2004. Well, so many last dance, by the way, because yes, this can also be the last time we'll be seeing Toni Kroos don the jersey for the Germans. Could this be the final game of Toni Kroos' career come against a country where he made himself the legend of the modern game? The 34-year-old will be retiring from playing at the end of this tournament, has won his 5th Champions League with Real Madrid last month, and then he also had won the one he won with Bayern Munich earlier in his career. Kroos will play 465 games for Real Madrid following a 2014 move from Bayern. Good evening and welcome to Sports Offshore, your number one urban lifestyle station, Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Ayodeji Ajiboye right here, giving you a quick update. Coming through from Stuttgart, where we are seeing the game between Spain and Germany.
Look how far we come.
I'll talk about game of the tournament. You definitely cannot find anyone else. It's 11 minutes played already, and I'll be right here to serve you more beats and updates coming through from that particular game, as well as giving you live commentary and also some facts and statistics that you should get to know about Spain and Germany. Don't forget that the winner will be facing either Portugal or France in the semi-final. Portugal and France will also be playing later tonight, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Let me know, citizens, what do you think will be coming out on top of this particular one? Is it going to be Spain or will it be Germany? Two teams going head to head right now. I'll talk about all of the players that they have within their ranks as well. And in case you don't know, Spain already had the substitution in this game, with Daniel Olmo coming on for Pedro Lopez. It's still 12 minutes played. And then from that, we'll talk about the game that went down yesterday night, talking about Copa America, where we saw Argentina also made it through. And now they are going straight into the semi-finals. 4-2, it ended on penalties. But guess who they have to thank? Emi Deep Martinez, stopping 3 Ecuador penalties in that one. Saving Leo Messi a lot of blushes, because what would have been? By the likes of McAllister, Montiel and Otamendi are getting on the score sheet. Argentina are definitely through to the semi-finals,
Raise your flag.
and they'll be looking to win the Copa America back to back to back. The journey is so close, and definitely they are a step closer to it. Away from America right now, we'll bring it back home a little bit, and then we'll talk about preparations for the Olympics that will be starting later this month. The Nigerians, the Tigers, the Olympic roster is out already, and then there will be test matches against Germany and Puerto Rico. 16 team has been released, which is going to be streamlined to 14. And if I talk about tennis talks this evening, talk about Wimbledon, the 3rd Grand Slam of the year. One man finally has bid farewell to the game he loves the most. Yesterday night, he played the doubles with his brother, Jamie Murray, but definitely did not end well. After 257 matches, 200 wins, 11 finals, 3 Grand Slam titles, 19 years long. Talk about a legend of the game, and Murray finally calling it quits in the game of tennis. And years away from that, we'll talk about football on the young front. It's been decided already. The qualifiers for the AFCON 2025. Nigeria will still be facing some familiar foes. Talk about the likes of Rwanda and Benin Republic as well. Libya is also in the mix, making up for the Group D, with the qualifier set to be played between September, October, and November this year. Talk about the next FIFA window. Big stories coming through on the Sports Offshore this evening. Bringing you live updates. Talk about the very best of stories making the rounds in the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sport. Ayodeji Ajiboye is my name. It's such an honor to be your host on the show this evening. Don't forget that you can keep track of this update and more by following us across all social media platforms. We are live on X, man, on our Twitter at Impact 102.1 FM. You can also watch us live on our Facebook fan page at Impact Radio 102.1 FM. We are live on YouTube at Impact 102.1 FM. To the switch of the net right now, let's get the show on the road. Don't forget that in the course of the show this evening, you can stand the chance of winning for yourself up to 25,000 naira. And all you have to do to be a part of the draw is to log on to www.icashplash.com. You play with 500 naira, and you stand the chance of walking away with 25,000 naira. Log on to www.icashplash.com. Select the number of tickets you want to purchase, complete your payment, and then you are in for the draws. And in case you don't have a smartphone, just use your smartphone and just dial *347 *972 hash. *347 *972 hash to get into the draws. You'll be getting a virtual account information. You can pay through your mobile banking, or you visit the nearest PS agent around you to make your payment. It's the Sports Option 9 Power Radio 102.1 FM. We're getting the show on the road right now. Keep it locked.
This is Sports Hub on High Impact 102.1 FM. Put a touch of class and finesse on your brand by advertising with us at High Impact 1021 FM. For more information, call
0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, or 0902 745 3931.
Follow us on our social media platforms at High Impact 1021 FM. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Hey, cash flash time.
Now money time, oh.
If you not play,
Now you lose, oh.
But if you not come win today,
You fit win tomorrow.
Yes, so this na high cash flash where you fit win a wolf money brekete. Just dial *347 *972 hash. Select your urban station High Impact 102.1 FM. Then go sama you code where you fit use buy ticket for 500 naira pere. And not forget say the more you buy ticket, the more chances you get to hammer better money. To play and more to win, you fit also visit our website for highcashflash.com. Time na money o.
Oh yeah, dial *347 *972 hash to enter the high cash flash.
You see this money?
Last, now we go chop am, oh.
High Cash Splash is powered by Lasho Trading Services Limited and licensed by Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Authority. Not suited for anyone under 18. Play responsibly.
From the greens of golf to the court of tennis and basketball, the octagon of UFC to the square room for boxing, track of Formula 1, and the pitch of football. Join the sports crew on Sport Hub 6 to 7 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays, Fridays 5 to 6 p.m. and 2 p.m. on Saturdays. Here on High Impact Radio 102.1 FM, Lagos. Reviews, videos, and interviews just the way you like it. Exclusive on High Impact Radio 102.1 FM, Lagos. Sport Hub for all the updates and analysis.
For the best in sports entertainment, tune in to Sports Hub on High Impact 102.1 FM. This is Sports Hub on High Impact 102.1 FM.
Welcome back to the show, to the Sports Option 9 Power Radio 102.1 FM. Taking you to the very best of stories, making the rounds in the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sport. I give it to you as I see it, and I expect to hear it from you in the same way. Talk about all of the in-swingers, all of the lancer passes, the slam, and all of the dunks as well. Preaching the gospel sport to you for 60 minutes. Whether you're an athlete or someone who loves the thrill of the game, I thought this is the right place for you to be. The late night bet has gone all around the world to catch all of the scores, and I'll be dishing it out to you. And definitely we'll be having a sportilicious time together on the show. Let's start from the home front this evening and then to the start of the Olympics right now in the world of basketball. It's been said that the Tigers are now set to take on Germany and Puerto Rico. The senior national women's basketball team, the Tigers, will play 2 preparatory games against Germany and Puerto Rico before the start of the basketball events at the Olympic Games in Paris on July 28. Akim Busari, who is the media coordinator for the Nigerian Basketball Federation, NBBF, has said this in a statement on Friday in Lagos. The all-conquering African champions will take on Puerto Rico on July 24 in France. And earlier today, the roster of the players that will be perusing the Olympic for Nigeria has now been released. Talking about the Olympics preliminary roster, with head coach Rena Wakama releasing a list of 16 players with 14 set to make it to the Olympics. Likes of Promise Mukamara, Lucy Ibe, Ifunaya Okoro, Ezenekalu, Tomi Taiwo, Sholape Amuson, Elizabeth Balogun, Ami Okonko, Debola Adeyeye, Neko Enabosi, Majana Musa, Rita Igbokwe, Palace Kunai Akpana, Lauren Ebo, Blessing Ejiofor, Christine Iwala. Anyway, from that right now into the world of table tennis this evening, you call it ping pong. According to a Nigerian champion, Offiong Idem, who is making an appeal that Nigeria needs a table tennis league. Offiong Idem, who is an esteemed international tennis champion, has urged Nigerian Table Tennis Federation (NTTF) to establish a national league for all table tennis clubs across the country. Speaking during a press briefing on the upcoming 4th edition of the table tennis tournament for youth aged between 9 to 17, Idem will emphasize the need for a structured competition akin to the Nigerian Football Federation League to foster a spirit of competitiveness and elevate the sport profile. Reflecting on our club, talk about the Kenyan Queens of Calabar's journey to the finals of the African Club Championship in Benghazi, Libya. Idem expressed mixed feelings about their defeat to Egypt Project Tennis Club despite the loss in the final. She highlighted their impressive journey defeating top-rated clubs across Africa to reach the pinnacle of the tournament. Offiong Idem, who is looking ahead to her 5th participation in the Paris Olympics 2024, expressed her excitement and readiness, noting her upcoming training camp in Germany before heading to Paris, and she is now anticipating a stronger performance compared to the previous Olympics, highlighting the rigorous preparations undertaken by her and fellow athletes in their pursuit of Olympic success. As talking table tennis this evening, African sole representative at the WTT star contender in Bangkok, Kodri Haruna, is set to clash with Japanese player Yukida Uda in the second round of the men's singles in Thailand later today. Haruna, who is rated as the number 4 seed by the organizers, has a history with Uda, having narrowly defeated him 4-3 in closely contested match at the Hong Kong Open in 2018. Uda, who already fired up after his victory against Portugal, João Monteiro, 324 champ, poses a formidable challenge for Haruna, and the match will hold at the Huamak Indoor Stadium. Don't forget that in his previous outing at the WTT star contender in Slovenia, Haruna faced another Japanese star, Sora Mashumina, and suffered a defeat. And he still remains motivated as he looks ahead to the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, scheduled to begin later this month in France. Beyond aiming for his first WTT title, Haruna is still determined to accumulate ranking points that will elevate his status when the draws for the Paris Olympic Games men's singles are announced. The 2024 African Cup of Nations champion is aiming to surpass his quarterfinals finish in Rio 2016 and become the first African player to reach the podium at the Olympic Games. The ongoing WTT star contender in Bangkok is a tournament that boasts a total prize pool of $250,000 with 600 ITTF world ranking points awarded to the champions. The defending champion Lin Guoyan and Chen Xingtong of China, who secured Triple Crown in 2023 edition, will be eager to retain their titles. And still talking Olympics on the show this evening, less than 24 hours after she was included in the Super Falcons squad for the Paris 2024 Olympics, the Rosengard FC midfielder, someone has been likened to an engine. Talk about Alimatu Ayinde, has reportedly suffered an injury that may rule her out of the games. And they will made the list that was released by the Nigerian Football Federation on Wednesday. But according to reports and also updates that was seen on our official Instagram handle, the former Delta Queens midfielder suffered a knee injury while training the same day and will now miss the Olympics, according to statement from our club. With the latest development, coach Randy Wardrum will be forced to choose any of the alternate players on the list to replace the midfielder, and the alternative players are Gift Monday, Ifeoma Onumonu, Jumoke Alani, and Morufat Ademola. Away from the Super Falcons now, let's talk about the men's Super Eagles. And yes, yesterday the draw for the AFCON 2025 was done. And I tell you that again and again, it's going to be Nigeria against Benin Republic and Rwanda in the qualifiers. Nigeria yesterday was given the opportunity to assert its superiority over Benin Republic, which defeated the Super Eagles in the World Cup qualifier last month. Don't forget that on June 10, the Cheetahs' first triumph over the Super Eagles in over 30 years. And then, according to followers of the Nigerian team, we believe it was a misnomer that fed on the three-time African champions' carelessness. Yesterday, the Morocco 2025 African Cup of Nations draw was made. It was held right there in South Africa, Johannesburg to be precise. And then the Super Eagles will now be looking to show that they are superior to the Cheetahs by placing the two teams in the same group in the qualifying round. The reverse leg of the FIFA World Cup qualifying fixture is not until the final day of the qualification series, which is going to be between 6th to 14th October 2025. But then both teams have much earlier battles to fight later this year, as they aim to be among the 24 countries that will participate in the 35th African Cup of Nations, scheduled for Morocco from December 21, 2025 to January 18, 2026. The draw that was conducted yesterday, the Super Eagles are also drawn by the Amavubi of Rwanda, another team in their 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying group, which they next play in the series in March 2025, as well as the Mediterranean Knights of Libya. All four teams are in Group D. The six-match qualifying series has been spread over the FIFA windows in September, October, and November, with 2 matches in each 7-day window. Other groups in the qualifying series are which has Tunisia, Madagascar, Comoros, and the Gambia. In Group B, comprised of Morocco, Gabon, Central African Republic, and Lesotho, while in Group C is Egypt, Cape Verde, Mauritania, and Botswana. There are definitely other groups like Group E, Group F, Group G, Group H, Group K, and then there's Group there's Group L as well. And yes, definitely it's going to be a very mouth-watering encounters to look forward to when you talk about the qualifiers for the AFCON 2025. The AFCON 2025 itself presenting itself to be a tournament to look forward to, because it's going to be played during the festive period, and AFCON played during Christmas. We are all here for it. This is the Sports Option 9 Power Radio 102.1 FM. Giving you live updates coming out from the Stuttgart Arena this evening. And it's still Spain versus Germany at 0-0 as we speak right now. But then there's a yellow card in the game already, with Germany midfielder Antonio Rudiger booked for bringing down Dani Olmo just outside the box, which means Rudiger would miss the semi-final if Germany does qualify. Anyway, from that, let's go into the world of tennis, bringing you actions going through. As we're into the day 5 of the Wimbledon already, the third Grand Slam of the year. I'll talk about a recap of matches that went down yesterday. Our former junior rivals, Emma Raducanu and Sonny Qatar, will aim to reach the Wimbledon last 16 tomorrow when they play their third round matches. Raducanu is on second center court against Greek 9 seed Maria Sakkari, and fellow Breton Qatar, the world number 298, will be facing second seed Coco Gauff in the final match on court 1. Before Raducanu's tie, there's definitely an attractive matchup between defending champions Carlos Alcaraz and 29th seed Francis Tiafoe. The match that is currently underway right now, and I tell you, Alcaraz is definitely roaring against Tiafoe, going to the 5th set right now. Carlos Alcaraz has won the 4th set against Francis Tiafoe, and it's 5-6, 6-2, 4-6, 7-6 as we speak. The game that is currently underway on the center court of the Wimbledon. World number 1 Jannik Sinner is also closing the program on center court against Miomir Kecmanovic. Still taking stories from the world of tennis this evening. Yesterday, Andy Murray said that coming on Thursday, the impending retirement from tennis is a hard one for him, and that he would ideally play forever were it not for the injuries he has suffered during his career. The two-time Wimbledon champion said yesterday that if he was able to play at the Wimbledon as he did yesterday, then he would likely retire after the Paris Olympics. Murray will face a race against time to be fit to play in his final tournament at the All England Club after undergoing a surgery. Well, subsequently withdrew from his first round single on Tuesday, but confirmed he would play in the men's doubles. And the 37-year-old Wimbledon fairway got off to a difficult start yesterday as he was knocked out of the men's doubles in the first round alongside his older brother Jamie with a 7-6, 6-4 loss to Australian pair Rinky Ajikata and John Peers. While speaking after the match, Murray discussed coming to terms with the end of his playing career. He also hinted that he might be interested in taking up coaching in his post-playing career. Asked if he was a good tennis watcher, according to Murray, I said he's due to take to the court again this week after Wimbledon organizers announced on Wednesday that he had entered the mixed doubles draw alongside fellow Brython Emma Raducanu after the pair were given a wildcard entry, and the mixed doubles competition will begin later today as well. Away from tennis talks right now, let's go to the track of Formula 1, because I tell you the British Grand Prix is on the way right now, and then it's the first Friday practice. One man, a familiar name, Lando Norris, is now topping the British Grand Prix Friday practice. Lando Norris has headed Oscar Piastri in a McLaren 1-2 in today's practice at the British Grand Prix. Red Bull's Max Verstappen was an unfamiliar 7th fastest, but digging down into the data from the session suggested it was on a pace as usual. His teammate Sergio Perez was 3rd fastest ahead of As driver Nico Hülkenberg, Ferrari's Charles Leclerc, and Mercedes Lewis Hamilton. Ferrari's Carlos Sainz, Aston Martin's Lance Stroll, and Mercedes George Russell completed the top 10. It was said to be an unusual session with some teams seeming to run different programs from normal. Verstappen in particular ran the soft tires early in the session and did not appear to do a low-fuel qualifying simulation run in the middle of the hour as Norris has done. Verstappen also had a snap that led him to run off track in the middle of the high-speed Beckett section. All to look forward to in the qualifying race tomorrow. Because we'll be seeing the qualifying race tomorrow, and as it has always been in the Grand Prix this year, you cannot predict it until the final day of the race, which is going to be on a Sunday. We're all looking forward to that particular one, by the way, because more like it right now, looks like it's going to be Verstappen versus Norris. But then it's been said that both drivers are happy to race after the last clash in Saudi. Max Verstappen says he and Lando Norris agreed 99% of everything when they discussed their Austrian Grand Prix clash last week. The pair who collided while fighting for the lead at the Red Bull Ring on Sunday resumed battle today at the British Grand Prix. And talking about it during the week, the world champion said he told the McLaren driver they could trust each other when they race again. According to Brython Norris, he said it's clear he raises his stuff, it's on the limit, and it's what I love. I thoroughly enjoyed the fight I had with him. And Verstappen knows on what says we go at it flat out. That's what we agreed, and that's what we like to do, and that's what's good for Formula 1 as well. All to look forward to. Don't forget that their battle the last time out ended when they touched while Norris was trying to overtake Verstappen around the outside, and both suffered punctures, a collision for which the Dutchman was given a 10-second penalty. Verstappen recovered to finish 5th, while the damage caused to Norris, McLaren's forced the 24-year-old to retire. It's still the Sports Option on Empire Radio 102.1 FM, serving the very best of stories, making it around in the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sport. There's still more stories to take from where all of this is coming from. All you have to do right now is to hold on to your own end of the bargain and to make sure that you're logged on to Empire Radio 102.1 FM, serving the best of stories this evening.
This is Sports Hub on High Impact 102.1 FM. For the best in sport entertainment, tune in to Sports Hub on High Impact 102.1 FM.
It's about to go down.
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 So you just won yourself 25,000 naira.
Whoa!
Amazing! Juliana, did you play a certain game to win money during the course of this month?
Yes, I played.
You played, Juliana! How many times did you play?
I played once.
You played once and you won, Juliana! Woo! Do you know how much you're walking away with? 25,000 naira. For your 500 naira that you played, 25,000 naira, honey.
Oh my goodness, yesterday was my birthday.
Yesterday was your birthday! Yesterday was my birthday too! This is so much fun! Congratulations, Juliana! I'm super happy for you. This is the perfect birthday gift.
Yes. Thank you.
Now you've got 25,000 naira in the bag.
Congratulations, myself.
Congratulations to yourself. I like that spirit, Daniel.
High Cash Splash is powered by Lasho Trading Services Limited and licensed by Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Authority. Not suited for anyone under 18. Play responsibly.
This is Sports Hub on High Impact 102.1 FM. For the best in sport entertainment, tune in to Sports Hub on High Impact 102.1 FM.
It's still the Sports Option on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. I'm taking you through the nitty-gritty of all the stories making the rounds in the world of sports this evening. And I tell you, it's big news coming through. I'm currently on the way right now in the 2024 European Championship quarterfinal matches. The battle of the big boys, Spain versus Germany. It's still 0-0, 35 minutes played already in that encounter. It's been end to end. I'll talk about attempted save. Kai Havertz definitely getting a right-footed shot from the center of the box, getting saved. And it's still big action from that encounter. And let's get interactive, citizens. Are you a bit concerned for Germany in this encounter? Do you think about Spain actually coming out on top, or you think Germany will be able to do the sports? Don't forget I mentioned it to you at the start of the show that it's been 36 years since Germany has last won against Spain. 36 years winless run, and then they've been meeting in a couple finals like the Euros in 2008 and also in the 2010 World Cup semi-final. Will Germany be looking to break the dog tonight? Big question. Hopefully they're able to live up to the expectation. Talk about the likes of Jamal Musiala, the likes of Toni Kroos, will be looking to do the sports against Spain. But looks more like the likes of Dani Olmo have been a handful for the German side right now. I'll still be right here to continue to give you updates coming through from that game. It's 38 minutes played already. Let me know what your thoughts about this game that is currently on the way. 0700-1021-1021, 0700-1021-1021 is the number to call to be a part of the show this evening. I'll talk about the clash of the big guns. You know what, Friday evening it is right here in Stuttgart in Germany. And you also agree that Germany will be sending Spain's kid home today. Crossers, obviously. Spain are parading kids. But then Germany also have a lot of kids within their ranks too. So which of the kids do you think will be going back home today? Will Germany just be resting at home after this encounter? Or will Spain have to take the next flight back home? Away from that right now, let's talk about the game that went down early this morning. I talk about 2 a.m. Nigerian time. The game between Argentina and Ecuador. Where Argentina now through to the Copa America semi-finals. Emi Martinez bailing out Argentina with 2 penalty saves after Leo Messi missed the first penalty in the shootout. The call one man, Emi Dibu Martinez, as it's been called, was up to the rescue for them. Another big question on the show, do you think Leo Messi and also Argentina will be looking to defend their Copa America title? It's getting closer by the day because now they're into the semi-final, waiting for the result of other quarter-final matches that we played. Don't forget we still have the likes of Uruguay, and there's the likes of Panama, and then there's the likes of Colombia. There's Brazil as well, waiting on one side to make it through. The other game that will play tonight is going to be between Venezuela and Canada, and that is the team Argentina will be facing next. Well, you can talk about them going through already. Because here's one team between Venezuela and Canada, and then you don't expect. It's been said Argentina overnight were not in the best of their forms, but still they were able to do it. Got the first goal early on, but Ecuador getting their own goal in the death of the extra time. Don't forget that there are no overtime in this particular tournament. Once it's the regulation time, they go straight into penalties, and then Ecuador scoring on 90+5. That was magical from them. Imagine if that game had gone into overtime, extra time, how would it have been for them? But yes, let me know. Do you see Messi and Argentina also successfully defending their Copa America title? 070010211021. Don't forget that we're live on our Facebook fan page at Impact Radio 102.1 FM. Impact Radio 102.1 FM. You can also watch us live on YouTube at Impact 102.1 FM. You can drop your comments for me. I'll be right here to read them to you. Away from the talk of the Copa America right now, before we go straight into transfer beats, just as we have them on the back pages of the major dailies this evening, a couple of transfers everywhere you turn to right now, and the summer is upon us. Big news coming through from Manchester United last night, and it was that Erik ten Hag has now signed a new deal with the club. Erik ten Hag has signed a contract extension to keep him at Old Trafford until 2026, according to the club announcing it yesterday. There have been intense speculations about the Dutchman's future after a poor 2023-2024 campaign, but then he guided them to a FA Cup success against Manchester City. Talk about that being the only thing that is keeping him at the club. Spent 2 years, won 2 League Cups. Don't forget that he had already won the Carabao Cup in his first season in charge, and then did the FA Cup in his second season. Don't forget that earlier this season it was widely leaked in the British media last month after a review by the club's new part owner, British billionaire Sir Jim Ratcliffe, that Ten Hag will be staying at the club, and now they have now made it official, extending his contract as Manchester United men's first team manager until June 2026. According to the former Ajax manager, the deal had been due to expire in 2025, and then he admitted there was work to be done to close gap on United's Premier League rivals. All the very best to Erik ten Hag, and hopefully this particular one will bring about to new changes at the club. It's been said that Erik ten Hag ended a 6-year trophy drought for United in his first season, and now he's done it once again. Hopefully this next season I might just be going on and on to win the English Premier League title for them. Last season really was not too good for Manchester United. You can blame it on the players who were not always standing in fit, because it was said that in over 20 matches last season for Manchester United, they were not able to parade the same defensive line consecutively. Losing 14 games and ending with a negative goal difference, finishing with a whooping 31 points behind champions Manchester City. Away from that talk right now, let's go into other stories coming out from the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sport. We are still taking transfer bit on the show this evening, just as we have on the back pages of the major dailies. Talk about Nigerian players looking to make the move right now. Over the weekend, during the course of the week, I beg your pardon, it's been said that Wilfred Ndidi's contract with Leicester City has now run to a close. His deal was supposed to end at the end of June, but then there were no contract talks between himself and the club. And now Glasgow Celtic have the chance to act on their long-term interest in former Leicester City midfielder Wilfred Ndidi, as Nigeria has become a free agent this summer. If we in the year 2021, Ndidi was one time linked with some of the biggest clubs in Europe on the back of a standout performance for the Foxes in the Premier League, and was believed to be valued at £52 million. After a season in the Championship, the Nigerian midfielder is in search of a new club as he departed the Foxes following the conclusion of his contract. Will he be looking to unite with his old manager in Glasgow? One part that Ndidi will be looking to take at the age of 27 is attracting interest from Celtic as Brendan Rodgers rejoined the club last summer. And it's not just Ndidi who is looking to make the move this particular point in time. It's also mentioned that Nottingham Forest have also entered the competition to sign Super Eagles striker Kelechi Iheanacho alongside Aston Villa. Iheanacho, who is 27, is currently a free agent after his contract with Leicester City expired last month, concluding a 7-year tenure at the King Power Stadium. Earlier reports indicated that Aston Villa, under the guidance of Unai Emery, had initiated discussions with Iheanacho about a potential move to the Villa Park. And then Nottingham Forest, also at the City Ground, are expressing interest in the former Manchester City striker as they seek to bolster their attacking options. Aston Villa post of a striker intensified after John Duran reportedly agreed to personal terms with Chelsea, making Iheanacho a prime candidate to support Oli Watkins, who had an impressive season with 19 goals and 13 assists in the Premier League last season. Away from that right now, we're also monitoring talks that Saudi Arabian club Al Ittihad are ready to sign Nigerian forward Ademola Lookman in a move that would make him the highest paid Nigerian footballer, surpassing Victor Osimhen. Lookman was instrumental in Atalanta's Bergamo's Europa League success last season and has garnered significant interest from top European clubs like Manchester United, Juventus, and Bayern Munich. But then it appears that Al Ittihad is closest to securing his services, according to transfer experts revealing that Lookman has verbally agreed to join Al Ittihad following an improved offer from the Saudi Pro League. Al Ittihad has proposed a salary of $15 million per season. That's approximately 13.89 million euros, eclipsing Osimhen's current earnings of 12.85 million euros with Napoli. So talking about the game that is currently on the way right now, the game between Spain versus Germany, it's still 0-0. 42 minutes played already. We're looking forward to see how this particular game is going to pan out. Definitely one team will be coming out on top. Away from the transfer talks right now, I'm going to give you a couple updates making it out of the European Championship 2024. It's been said that England midfielder Jude Bellingham is available to face Switzerland in tomorrow's UEFA European Championship quarterfinals after he was given suspended for one match and a fine of €30,000 by UEFA for a lewd gesture made in their dramatic round of 16 win over Slovakia. Bellingham, who is 21, celebrated his stunning 95th minute overhead kick, which forced extra time on Sunday by kissing his hand and appearing to grab his crotch. Bellingham subsequently described the incident as an inside joke gesture towards some close friends who were at the game. UEFA's Control Ethics and Disciplinary Committee concluded an investigation yesterday by declaring the Real Madrid star had violated the basic rules of decent conduct. Well, it's not just Jude Bellingham, because Turkey Sports Minister earlier today has also condemned UEFA's unfair two-match ban for Mary Demiral for making an ultra-nationalist gesture at the Euro 2024 that rules him out of their quarterfinal against Netherlands. Don't forget that Mary Demiral has now been suspended for the next two games in the European Championship for a gesture he made in their last game. This is the Sports Option Empire Radio 102.1 FM. And before I call it a wrap on the package this evening, quick one. Still taking a close look into transfer beats as we still have them on the back pages of the major dailies. I'll talk about one man who is currently in action for Spain right now, and then he's been linked with Manchester City. We're talking about Dani Olmo, who is still being linked with Manchester City. Maybe or maybe not. That deal will be coming into fruition. We get to see in the next coming days. Sports Option Empire Radio 102.1 FM. This is what we're calling a wrap on the package for today. Many thanks to you for being a part of the show. Do well to make it a day to touch tomorrow, 2 p.m. down to 3 p.m. 1 hour of banter, 1 hour of rage, 1 hour of views, reviews, and all of the interviews right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Serving the very best of sports stories, making the rounds in the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sport. A Sportilicious show will be having tomorrow, because definitely we'll be having a guest who is going to be joining us in the course of the show. You want to stick around for that one. As someone who you would like to hear his voice on the radio, make it a day with me, 2 p.m. down to 3 p.m. on the Sports Up Show on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. I did Jajiboye signing out this evening. Stay sporty, stay active, drink enough water to stay hydrated. It is very important that you go out there and be the best version of yourself. you want to engage yourself in one or two sporting activity, I tell you that they do more good to you than the army is going to do to you. Don't forget that you can still be a part of the big draw that will be happening later tonight. I'm talking about iCash Splash, and you have to do to be a part of the draw is to log on to www.icashsplash.com, www.icashsplash.com.